Okay, I think that the live has already begun. And hello, everybody. Whoever is around and here, just let me know that you all can hear me clearly. And let me start this live session today. And today, in this live session, I'm going to pick up a very interesting topic, and in between, I'm also going to answer your queries. So, if you have questions, I would like you to keep on shooting them from time to time, and I'm going to check the chat box and let you know in brief what I think about your query. I'm going to speak in brief about your specific query because talking about a blueprint in depth requires some more time and attention. And for that, I'd have to look into it properly. And it's not ethical to comment on a blueprint without analyzing it properly. So, without looking into the details, I would not be commenting on a particular aspect. And there are many numbers that we have in our blueprint that create a particular unique combination of numbers that we need to pay attention to, because human mind is the most complicated machinery in the world. So, as a whole, life is actually very simple, but human mind, we human beings with our complicated minds, are the ones who make it a little more complicated. So if anyone is around, just let me know that the audio and video is clear so that we can go ahead properly. So right now I'm going to introduce today's topic, which is the missing elements in your name. And I'm choosing to talk about the missing elements or the missing numbers in your name because the questions based on name change are the most common ones that I'm receiving, in spite of the fact that I've been telling people that name change is the last resort that I take. Uh, I'm still receiving queries based on name change only. And so I have chosen this topic today to provide you with an alternative to name change. Maybe if you watch this log, you would be able to find an alternative to name change. So just let me check. Okay. So, good morning, Sneha. You're awake right now at this hour. Welcome to my channel once again. And how are you this morning? What are you doing? So, as I introduce today's topic, which is going to be about the missing numbers and the missing elements in your name, and let us take forward. Oh, great, you're doing accounts. Good. That do you keep awake whole night or you work early hours? So, okay, where was I have forgotten where I was. So, okay, great. You wake up early. I too am an early riser. I wake up at around 4 a.m. in the morning. And I mostly work during the early hours only. So now the first question that I'm going to talk about is, what is a bad name actually? Many people say that their name is not good, it's a bad name. And what basically is a bad name? Thank you, G. Benga. Thank you. You were there last time also. Thank you so much for supporting my channel, both of you. So, frankly speaking, as I was talking about bad names, what is a bad name? So, frankly speaking, I've never come across any text by the father of numerology, Pythagoras. I follow Pythagorean numerology. So I have never come across any text by Pythagoras uh, claiming that he ever said that any particular number or any particular name is a bad name. He just said that all numbers have specific qualities, and all names are just sounds and vibrations with different qualities, just that, with different qualities and different goals and different purpose. So, Pythagoras never claimed any number to be bad. All numbers in numerology are good, just that certain numbers have more power while others are more common numbers. And it's easier to deal with the numbers which have a little less power. So I always opt for the ordinary ones, whereas there are many extraordinary numbers. So now this brings me once again to the question, why do people then feel uncomfortable in their name? Well, it can happen that they are not showing acceptance towards personal history, or maybe they do not like the sound of the name or whatever. But whatever may the reason be, the fact remains that the name contains within itself certain gifts and certain learning lessons which will remain in spite of the fact whether you like the name or you don't like the name. The name basically gives us the destiny number, the soul number, the original destiny number, and the soul number, which are never going to change even if you keep on changing your name. So let me get back to you all. Jibenga. Okay, you are, I think, as much as I remember, you're from Ghana. Okay, you also wake up early. Okay, good. What is the time at your end right now? Give me your direct mobile number. Let me see. Okay, you can follow my Facebook page out there. I regularly respond to all the messages that come in, so you can message me on Facebook. I will respond to you, don't worry. Okay, so hello, we how do I pronounce your name? Juliana. Hello, where are you from, and welcome to my channel. So let me get back to the topic. As I said, even if you don't completely like the reason for having your name, you have it for a reason. Even if you don't completely approve of your personal history and you hate your name, the fact is you cannot get away from the destiny number totally. At some point in life, your destiny surely is going to show its color. So, your first name, first full name that was given to you after birth, contains a lot of gifts, a lot of learning lessons, which you will never be able to ignore. So, the first step towards being happy with your name is showing acceptance to your roots and knowing that there is no getting away, completely getting away from it. However, we can definitely work upon styling you a bit. So you have collected a lot of information in the previous lifetimes, all of which is basically stored in the letters of your name. I don't know how much you all believe in reincarnation and the philosophy of reincarnation and karma, but Pythagorean numerology, this philosophy is one of the cornerstones in Pythagorean numerology. So you have, according to Pythagorean numerology, you have carried forward a lot of information that you have been collecting over the past lifetimes. And in this lifetime, you have the collection of it shown in your name. So it is the collection of all what you have worked for so far. And even if you change your name, the purpose, the learning lessons for you are not going to change. So the first birth name, as I said, is known to be your destiny number. And if you don't know how to calculate your destiny number, after some time, you can click on the I button. I'm going to provide you all the leads out there, which will help you in the basic calculation of the core numbers and the destiny number. So, once again, in that case, what exactly is a bad name? Basically, uh, what happens is sometimes in a blueprint, what we see is in a particular name, certain numbers are extremely strong, while certain other numbers are completely missing. And when we see that a lot of numbers are missing in a particular name, then we understand that the balance is a bit lopsided. And the person in that case might be facing a lot of challenges in relation to the missing numbers. So, in that case, when I see that the name has around 4 or 5 missing numbers, in that extreme case only, and also if I see that the length of the name is too much and the numeric values, the variety of numeric values is not much, in that case, I usually happen to suggest a name change to balance out the energy a bit. But even if you have such a name which has a bit of a lopsided balance, remember that there is a reason and a purpose for that too. Nothing happens without a reason or without a purpose. So everything that you have, every gift that you have, has a reason for being there. Now, let me once again get back to the chat box. Nestor Navarro. Oh, well, my name is not Agati, my name is Aditi. So let me type it. Aditi. That is my name. Okay. Uh, uh, okay. Okay. Guiliana, thank you. Okay, welcome. Jibenga. Time is 1:09 a.m. over here in Lagos. Okay, so you don't sleep at night, you're awake at the midnight? Why aren't you sleeping? You need some rest. Sleep is the best remedy. Nestor Navarro, you are in late. Leyte. How to pronounce that? Philippines. I know about Philippines. And the time is 8:10 a.m. So you're ahead of us. Out here, it's 5:43 a.m. Ajay Tyagi. Good morning from India. Hi, Ajay. How are you? Welcome to my channel. Don't be sorry, Nestor. It's okay. We are from different countries. We have different, dialects. So it's okay. Don't be sorry. Number 3 and 4 missing in your date of birth. Okay. It is missing in your date of birth. But you have to find out whether it is missing in the letters of your name also or in the numbers from your name also. So you have to find your soul number, Ajay, your personality number, your name number, and see if the numbers are missing in your name also. And then you check the letters, individual letters. And if you feel that the letters are completely missing, today you have come to the right place. I'm going to give you some quirky solutions that may help you or subdue the effect of the missing number to a great degree. Okay, so keep watching. Belinda Baker. Wow, it's 6:15 p.m. in Missouri, USA. Yes, I know you are having evening, we're having early morning. I really like this time of the day. This is my favorite time of the day, starting from 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. This is the time I love the most. And also, I like the twilight a lot, you know. G Benga, yes, I'm using to wake up midnight every day. Why are you waking up at the midnight? Do you do some work which is, requires that timing? Williana mode. What does it mean to have two arrows of protection? If you rephrase it, it will be easier for me to understand. Arrows of protection with respect to which technique you are talking about. Okay, we will definitely get back to that. Okay, so now let me take forward this topic, and I have forgotten how much I spoke about basically. So I think I was talking about what's a bad name, right? So, anyways, let me try to remember. Okay, so as I said, that I suggest a name change when I see that the balance is a bit lopsided. Only when I see that more than four numbers are missing completely in the blueprint, and one or two numbers are repeating too many times, and the balance in that case definitely is a lopsided balance. So, in that case, in such an extreme case, I suggest a name change because there's no other option. But then, if you have only few numbers missing today, you can definitely find some solution right now. So, as I said, that each number stands for a set of qualities, and each number has each name has a set of letters, and the letters resonate to a particular number. For example, B, K, and T resonate to the number 2. Similarly, D, M, and V resonate to the number 4. And your name is a combination of all these letters. So we can say that your name is basically a combination of all the numeric values, variety of numeric values put together. As a matter of fact, M is not exactly a 4, it is a 13 4. So we can just go on disintegrating your one single blueprint can have many numbers in it, right? So we can go on disintegrating your blueprint to finer and finer aspects of it. So the numeric values that are present in your name are indicative of the qualities of mind that you have, while the numeric values that are not present are indicative of the qualities of mind that are totally absent. They are the information that you have not carried forward from the previous lifetime. So, obviously, it is always good to have a lot of numeric values, because a lot of numeric values, a little bit of all the numbers is going to give you maximum number of qualities. So I think the best a variety of numeric values would be having a variety of 8 numeric values. Usually I think that that is a very strong name. It also depends on the length of the name, how long the name is. So it's best if you have a name which is not very long yet has a lot of variety of numeric values. So you have to see that. And you also have to understand one thing, that there are certain letters which we commonly find in many names, while there are other letters which are less common ones. For example, the number 1 can be seen to be present in most of the names, right? Because A, J, and S are the letters that resonate with the number 1, and it is the most common number that we find in most of the names. However, there are certain letters like Q, Z, X. We don't usually find these. When we find a name having a letter Q or X, we realize that it's a very uncommon name, and it's very uncommon to find such a letter. So in these cases, this by being present, these unique letters, they by being present even once, they gain a lot of strength. However, even if you have two repeats of A, your the strength of one is not considered to be that strong, right? So uh, and one numeric value which I feel should always be present in a name is the number 5. 5 is one of my favorite numbers, and I think in your blueprint somewhere if this 5 is present, because if you also follow the Losho grid technique, the number 5 falls in the middle, and by falling in the middle, it is able to complete maximum number of patterns. So the number 5 is a very interesting number, and if you have the number 5, a lot of things can be attained. So that is a very important numeric value. So once again, I'm going to get back to the chat box and see what are the queries that are there. What does it mean to have? Okay, I read this. You're such okay, thank you once again, Belinda Baker. It is the time of the universe between 4:12 or 4:30 until a little later 5. I love that time of the day. If I'm not sleeping deeply, I always wake during this time. Yes, in India, we call it the Brahma Muhurta. You know, after having my child, I started waking up because my child used to cry around this time. So, after some years, I picked up this habit. Earlier, I used to sleep till 8 a.m. in the morning. Okay. In the chart, for example, from 7 to 3 or 2 to 8, I don't know how to explain it in English. Okay, Williana, what you can do is maybe you can do a voice recording and send me on my Facebook, and I can, interpret from there, because this needs some more attention, and I'm definitely going to answer your question. Jibenga, you're a great guidance. What's a life blueprint? Okay, what is a blueprint? If you are familiar with astrology, you would know that there is a horoscope where the planets are placed in the houses. So that is your horoscope. In astrology, that is the blueprint. Basically, the horoscope is the astrology blueprint. Similarly, we have a similar kind of a projection of numbers, which is your numerology blueprint, right? It's similar to the astrology horoscope. Nestor Navarro, Aditi, just a favor, what can you say about your name? And I'm 44 in my birth. Okay, uh, you have to tell me your birth number, only then I would know whether you really are a 44, Nestor. And is this your good name? Nestor Navaro, Nestor Navaro. Okay, your name, if it is Nestor Navarro, as you spelled it in your YouTube ID, if that is the name, then the total comes to 63 and the base value is 9. So you are, I don't know whether it's the destiny or the power name. So 29th of September 1959, is that the birthday? Okay. So yes, you are a personality 44 also. I don't know whether 44 is there in your birth number. Let me see. Okay. So remember your name number. I might forget. Your name number is 63. 63 by 9 is name. Personality is 44. And what was your soul number? 19. And your soul number is 19 Nestor. That is your name. And you're born on the 1959 is the year number, which reduces to 24. So 29th of September, you are a life path 62 according to the method that I follow, Nestor. You are a life path 62 8, and definitely you have a 44, which is the personality 44. Okay. Jibenga, I'm 26th of November 1970. Please interpret this. Okay, you are 26th of November 1970. I'm getting into the single digit codes because that's easier to interpret. Otherwise, there's too many details to look into. And, right now I'm multitasking. So bear with that. If you would like to, you can message, I comment in the comment box below. That'll give me some more time to interpret. Okay, so you are born on the 26th of November. You are an attitude one, and you are in your personal year 4 right now. Yes, it's going to be 4. 4 or no, 5. 2020 is 4, 5. Yes. So, G Benga, the time that you're running is good, very good right now. And you're born in the month of November. May is especially going to be a good month. And the overall time is going to be very good. It's going to have a lot of nervous energy and a lot of excitement, and people would be wanting to be with you, wanting to be around you, and would be attracted to you right now. So it's going to be a good time with a very fast momentum. Things would be happening very fast, and a lot of optimism and growth overall you would see. However, uh, yes, you're going to have this till the month of November 26th, 2021. You're going to have this only, and it's going to be a good one. However, there can be little hiccups. 5 also brings a lot of surprises and a lot of the sudden things which might happen. But in spite of that, when you would look at the overall year, it's going to be a good one for you. Belinda Baker. The question is, do we stop considering the numbers of our past names when we take on new additional names? Or our names are changed due to adoption and marriage? Keep birth name then? Yes, as I said, that the birth name, even if it is changed many times, it would still show its effect, even if it is changed repeatedly. However, your new names are going to do some styling. For example, right now my hair is curly. So if I straighten it, it's going to look straightened and it's going to have some new qualities. But the base quality of my curly hair is not going to go away. It's going to come out when the effect of straightening gets dissolved, right? That is how, see a new name and the destiny number like that. Your birth name is your destiny. Okay, so let me get back to the topic of missing numbers in your name. So, what I'm thinking right now is I'm uh, giving you a brief I'm going to give you a brief of what it would mean to have certain numbers missing in your name. And if you all have pen and paper right now, you can try writing your name and and find out the Pythagorean alphabet chart. If you don't have the chart, it's easy to understand the numeric values, because A stands for 1, B for 2, C for 3, and so on. So it's only going serially. And finally, you have to, in Pythagorean numerology, we reduce every code to a single digit code. So that these are the numeric values. It's a serial order from 1 to 26. So if you have pen and paper, you can write down your name and put the numeric values against each letter in your name and find out which particular numeric value is missing in your name. And I'm going to talk about all the missing numeric values right now. And I'm also going to give you some solution, which can help you by not even changing the name. So let us see what that is. So, all of you, this is a very rare situation when the number 1 is seen to be missing, because A is the most common vowel that we find in most of the names. So, if you have the number 1 missing in the numeric values of your name, what it would mean is You may shy away from taking a stand. You might not easily take initiatives or may give very little value to what your ideas are. You might not stand by your own ideas or might not be enthusiastic enough to, solve your own problem. So if you see this letter AJS missing in your name, this can be a problem for you. And you remember, don't jump into a conclusion just by seeing that the numeric value of 1 is missing in the name. You also have to check your birth numbers, check your birthday number, check your life path number, check the digits in your birthday. If you see that number 1 is completely missing, only then come to this conclusion that you have the missing number 1. Because even if the number 1 is missing in your name and you have a core number which is 1, it definitely subdues the complete effect of the missing number 1. So if you see this problem, what you can do is you can start having a little bit of the color red in some accessory that you're wearing or something that you're carrying along during the maximum time in your day. And this color may definitely compensate for the number 1, right? Now let us come to the missing number 2. And it is more common to have the number 2 missing in the letters of your name. However, 2 is one of the common numbers in the birth numbers. So check both, check your name, check your numbers of the birth. So if you find that the number 2 is missing in the letters of your name, the letters B, K, and T stand for the numeric value 2, and it is not so uncommon to not have these letters, but there are names which have these letters also. So if this number is missing, then you would see that the qualities of diplomacy and tact are missing from your personality. You have lack of diplomacy and tact, and there definitely is a need to become more considerate towards people's feeling. You have to be a little more empathetic towards people. So if you don't feel so much empathetic towards people, I would say that you cultivate a little bit of empathy. And if not, you can also go for the color orange. The color orange in some of the accessory that you're using is going to compensate for the number 2 quite a bit. So let me once again get back to the chat box. Jibenga, your explanation is great. We can host you in Lagos to deliver lectures. Thank you. I would be honored. Thank you so much. Sharna. Okay. Hi, Sharna. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. Okay. I get called Sharma a lot, but it's Sharna. Yes, it's a bit annoying when you get called by a different name. So you should be correcting people. Correct people every time they call you that. Don't take it personally. Maybe they really get confused. I think you are a 7. What is 7? Your birthday or your name? Which part is 7? Unless I know your full name, I cannot conclude. JB Stylin. Do we calculate all our names? First, James. Second, Christopher Barker. I never use my middle name. Yes, to find the destiny number, you have to calculate your complete name, first, middle, and last. But you don't take the suffix and prefix. For example, you don't calculate the doctor or a junior or 2. These are the things that you eliminate, but you consider the first, middle, and last, all of it. Okay? Antoine Lance, I enjoy your channel. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you do. I'm very happy if I'm able to help you all. So now let us come to the missing number 3. So if you have the number 3 missing, that is the letters C, L, or U missing in your name, what may happen is you may find it difficult to trust people easily. You may shy away from taking chances and you may doubt everything. And once again, before jumping into any conclusion, you have to check your birth numbers also. See whether if 3 is missing in your birth numbers also. And check all your core numbers, check the digits of your birthday, and only then conclude that yes, 3 is really missing. So, if you have the missing number 3, what may happen is you might find it a bit difficult to trust people, or you might be doubting everything, and you also have to work upon your communication and your expression. You might be a bit shy and might find it very difficult to express your feelings to people, and communication might become a bit of a problem. So you have to cultivate upon your ability with words. You know, you might be at a loss of words most of the time, so you have to cultivate upon it. And a solution and the color that would subdue the effect of the missing number 3 is going to be yellow. So you can definitely, yellow is the color of friendship. It increases communication, so you definitely can use a little bit of yellow wherever you want to appear a bit friendly. So it's going to enhance your communication skills a bit. If you have the number 4 missing in the letters of your name, uh, sticking to discipline and routines can be very difficult for you. The letters D, M, and V resonate to the numeric value 4, and missing number 4 can also mean that you could be having a lack of attention to details. You might miss out on a lot of details and might find it a bit difficult to keep a track of details. So you have to cultivate upon being more systematic and disciplined. You have to show a little more patience and get into the depth of the matter. There might be a problem that you might try to be a bit superficial without getting into the depth of the subject. So you have to dig deeper and get to the depth and learn, learn more, so that you are going to become more skilled. So you can use a little bit of the color green, because the color green compensates for the missing number 4. So use a little bit of green somewhere in some accessory that you're carrying along most often. So let me get back to the chat box once again. Where was I? Okay. Uh, Sharna mates Moss. Okay, I was thinking that Sharna is a common Indian name. It sounds like an Indian name. So, uh, okay, Sharna meets Moss. Hmm. You really like to travel, Sharna. You have two fives. You have a 5 as a soul, 5 as a name. So you love to travel, you love adventure, you love variety, and you love to be with people, and you're a very curious person. You like to experiment with a lot of things. You're exposed to a lot of information. Also, you're the life of a party. Wherever you go, you bring life to the party, life to the gathering. That is what you are. And your birthday is 6th of August 1982. 6th of August 1982. However, you also have attention to details, not that you are a totally superficial kind of a person. You like to be, you're a very individualistic person, Sharna. Very individualistic, and you have your own opinion, and you like to be free. You do not like to be like having constraints of any kind. That is what you are, I think. Um, JB Stalin, okay, I thought so. You are using the basic gematria 1 to 9, right? Uh, I'm presently, because I'm multitasking, I'm having to remember what I'm going to talk about, and I'm also looking into your questions, so I'm not getting into too much of details into the birth chart technique or the other techniques. I'm following the basic Pythagorean numerology. Yes, that is what I'm following. What can we tag year 2021? What can you tag? The universal year number is 5, and it's going to be a good year for all of you. It's going to bring you a lot of excitement. So 2021 has a lot of excitement in store, so watch out for that. And Belinda Baker, thank you. It is logical to always keep the birth name and add adoption name and adding two more. I'll bet all of them added together and reduced is going to be revealing. Yes. Uh, okay. Okay, Sharna, you only wrote mates. Maybe. Okay, what you do is you comment after the session is ended. I'll again calculate for you, right? I'll again calculate. Isn't it's similar to color mirrors, color therapy? Yes, I'm talking about color therapy. Every color resonates with a particular number. So if you have a particular number missing and you add the color that resonates to that particular number, you are compensating for that number. So I'm mixing color therapy with numerology right now. Alia Offord, 16th of August 2003. Okay, what do you want to know about? What is the question? You are free. You are a life path too, Alia. You definitely are very intuitive because you are a birthday 7 also. You definitely have a lot of clairvoyance. Okay. What about my name? Wait, I'm not wearing my specs. I cannot. I have to go closer to the Antoine Morris MAURIC lines. Mm, okay. Yes, your name is reducing to an 8. And when is your birthday, Antoine? When is your birthday? You have a good sense of dealing with finances. You have attention to details, and you also have a good sense. You have foresight, and you are good with calculations and good sense of dealing with finances. That is what I see in your name. Sharna, you can comment below, and I'll calculate your name once again. Maybe there was a typo error. So yes, Antoine, you're definitely very, clairvoyant. You too, as a matter of fact, all of you being here, I've usually seen that people who are frequenting my channels have these numbers 11 or 7 in common. So no wonder you have that too. I'm still not sure what you have to check the letters, Sharna. You have to check the letters of your name and put the numeric values of your name. Write your name and put the numeric values under the letters and see which numeric value is completely missing. So, for example, your name is SHARNA. S is 1, H is 8, A is 1, R is 9, N is 5, A is 1. So that is how you write and see which number is missing completely. And where was I? Let me get back to the topic. Where was I? Which missing number did I talk about last? Did I talk about 4 or 5? Can anyone tell me? Did I talk about 4? I think I talked about 4, right? Raymond, hi. Raymond Mensha, once again, hi. How are you? And welcome. So let me, I think I talked about four last. Okay. So let me come back to the missing number five. And if you find the number five to be missing in the numeric values of your name, what are the letters for five? New. Remember the word new, NEW are the letters for five. So if either of these letters, either N or E or W is missing in your name, Sharna, you have a lot of fives. So you don't have five missing. So if you have the number five missing in the letters of your name, you may find it difficult to accept change. You may have the quality of flexibility and adaptability missing, and it will be difficult for you to keep an open mind and accept varying belief systems, varying views, and you might find it a bit difficult to adapt to changing situations. So if you have the number five completely missing in your name and also in your birth numbers, what you can do is you can go for the color turquoise, or perhaps you can also go for blue, because these colors are known to be increasing adaptability, flexibility, also communication and verbal abilities. So if you ask me what's turquoise, turquoise is a mix of blue and green. So you can definitely, these two colors are going to subdue the effect of the missing number five. Now, once again, let me get back to the chat box. Um, okay. James, JB Stylen. So my first name is James, 22. Is it 22? James is 12. James, it's not 22. Are you following Chaldean system? Do I use that or continue to 4? I've heard 22 is a strong master number, not to take much time. Much time. Is my math correct? James, your I follow Pythagorean numerology, and your name is reducing to the first name is 12, not 22. J is 1, A is 1, M is 4, E is 5, and S is 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 4 plus 5 plus 1 is 12. And that reduces to 3. Uh, Alia or Ford, I want to know my strengths and weaknesses. Yes, all your strengths and all your weaknesses are hidden in your birthday and your birth name. So once you decode these two basic details that you have your complete story right in front of you. So, Antoine, 11th of July, 1907. Is there a zero missing? You on point. Okay, thank you so much. Raymond, hi. Okay, am I reading the same messages again? Wait a minute. Uh, 4. JB Stalin 4. What is 4? Um, you talked about 4. Yes, I talked about the missing number 4. If you have the number 4 missing, right now I talked about 5. Just before this, I talked about 4. I'm so grateful to watch this knowledgeable video. Anand Mishra. Once again, hello Anand. Once again, welcome back. And I'm so happy that you're liking it. That is what I ask for. Belinda Baker 4. Okay. My name is ANNAND. Is this corrected by using numerology? Anand, and your surname is Mishra, right? By adding an extra n, we get 53.8 as the name number. Soul is 3 and 41.5. You are very expressive and you talk a lot. Have you corrected your name or something by adding an extra n? Just a minute. Sharna, I have 2, 3, 4, 6 missing in one name. Really? That is too many numbers missing. You have to check correctly. You have to see all the names together, the first, middle, and last. If 2, 3, 4, 6 are missing in the complete name, only then get to that conclusion. And also check your birth numbers. If 2, 3, 4, and 6 is missing in your birth numbers also, only then they are considered to be completely missing. Can we do our, just a minute, can we do our middle name as well? Yes, you have to take your first name, middle name, and last name, all of it. I have a lot of 5 and 4. Yes, having a number, if a number repeats, it increases in strength. So 5 and 4 is definitely going to increase in strength for you. Um, Hi, just a question. Wouldn't the color of my missing number activate the karma I have with it even more? Karma you have with it? You see, the missing numbers are called karmic numbers. They are not the karmic debt numbers. Karmic debt numbers are a different category of numbers. That is 13, 14, 16, and 19. If we have these four numbers anywhere in our birth numbers, we consider them to the karmic debt numbers. So if a number is missing in your blueprint, the information is not there. So when a particular information is not there, the you will not know how to deal with the situations that come along with that missing information. For example, 5 teaches you, every number teaches you to deal with a particular situation. For example, 5 teaches you to communicate. It gives you verbal abilities, it gives you adaptability to deal with change. So if you have 5 missing, you're going to missing these qualities. And it is always good to have more and more qualities, because by having more qualities, you will know how to deal with each and every situation in your life. Because as you know that our personal years are going from 1 to 9, so from 1 to 9 we will be dealing with the situations activated by each of the core numbers. 1 will activate the situations resonating with 1, 2 will activate the situations resonating with 2. Similarly, you will have situations that will be activated by 6, 7, all the numbers. So if a particular number is missing in your blueprint, what will happen is you will be unable to deal with that particular personal year. That is why if you have maximum variety of numbers, it will give you more strength. Not I don't think that having all the numeric values is a good option, because in that case what happens is the person becomes so overconfident that the person might completely miss out on seeing the upcoming danger. Overconfidence is also not good, and it also can give rise to some kind of an aloofness. So that's the answer to your question. Are they compatible? What I have, I forgot what I was talking about. Hello, name is 7 and birth date is 4. You have attention to details, Buttercup. 7 and 4 combination makes you a good learner, gives you attention to details, and the moment you enter a room, you can see all the details everywhere, which others might miss out on. So that is what you are. You are correct. Math error 12 is the correct. Yes, James was 12. Sneha Singh, do having birth number 7 and name number 7 is bad, cause if too much 7, having a birth number 7 and a name number 7, um, uh, if it is a destiny 7, it is actually not too bad, although it can make you a bit aloof, but it is not too bad because it's also going to give you a maturity number 5. And as a maturity number, 5 is the best maturity number because it makes your life very happening after the point of maturity. After you mature, that is after midlife, your life becomes very exciting. And sevens can make you very clairvoyant and give you strong psychic abilities. And 7 can make you very aloof. You might like to be alone with yourself, delving deeper into your own mind. So it's not bad. Everything has a reason and a purpose to be there. I have a lot of 7 too, Sharna. Okay. Yes, you had a 7. I saw it somewhere. You had a lot of 5s and 7. Anand Mishra, I don't use Mishra as corrected. Okay. I would need some time to get into that, right? Wait. Okay, you only use Anand. Why have you corrected your name, Anand? Okay, Anand is 21 3. 21 is one of the intuitive varieties of 3, right? We have different threes like 84, 48. They are very, what do you call it? They are more, they are better with finances. And 21 3, Anand, is one of the intuitive varieties of 3. And your soul, by using the name Anand, is 2. Again, there too, I find intuition. And your personality is 1. You appear to be very enthusiastic and efficient to people. That is what you are. And Sharna, I'm slowly getting it. Okay. 2, I think it's 2 and 3. Okay. Actually, not missing any number, I think. Good. Having maximum variety, more variety is good. It is interesting that my two married names and add to the same number. Okay, both add up to 19. Okay, and all the names 9, as does my birth date. That is very interesting, actually. 19, although is a karmic debt number, but it gives you luck in love. So it's not that much of a bad number. Technically, we call a lot of numbers a lot of things, but all numbers are good, actually. Thank you. Very well explained. Thank you, Marie. Missing only 7 and 8. Okay, I have to go back to the missing numbers, right? So I was talking about the number 5. Was I? So this brings me to the number 6. And let me have some water. Now, if you have the number 6 missing, you may find it difficult to develop in-depth relationships with people, right? You may find it very difficult because the missing number 6 is going to, you might not be very sincere with developing deep relationships with people, because you might be playing it very superficially, not emotionally getting too much involved with them. Not Usually I see that people with the missing number 6 can shrug off their domestic responsibilities and might not invite people to their homes, and might not appear too sincere with their friends, and might struggle with developing deep relationships with people. And so the person who has the number 6 has to work upon strengthening the bonds and developing more sincere relationships with people, strengthening the bonds with people. That is what you have to work upon if you have the number 6 missing. So you should invite people to your home more often. You have to spend little more time with your relatives, and you have to take care of your domestic responsibilities a little more. So this is going to help you if you have the number 6 completely missing. And to subdue this effect of the missing number 6, you have to use a little bit of indigo to balance it, right? Indigo resonates with the number 6 and balances the missing number 6. And this brings me to the number 7. And having the number 7 missing in the numeric values of your name would mean that you have to, you might feel a bit lonely. You might find it a bit difficult to be alone with yourself, and you have to work upon learning to be alone without feeling lonely. That is the lesson of the missing number 7. And you have to work upon discovering the joy of being with yourself, delving into the depths of your mind, For example, right now I just saw a case where there were too many sevens. So when seven is present, a person looks into the depths of a situation. So when seven is missing, the person usually gets carried away into superficiality. So seven means delving deeper, searching for the truth. So if you have the number seven missing, you have to delve into the depths of your mind, think deep. You have to read more, write more, do more detailed research, and improve your grip on any particular subject that you're working upon. Because when seven is there, it gives you more grip. It gives more grip to your skill. So you have to work upon improving your grip. And the color that corresponds or compensates for the missing number seven would be violet. So you can use that in little proportion in any accessories that you use more often. So wear this color in some accessory, and or maybe you just keep it around, and that will compensate for the missing number seven. Okay, so that brings me to the number eight. If you have the number eight missing, you will find it a bit difficult to deal with finances, and you might also find it a bit difficult to deal with authority figures. There might be a know-it-all attitude that you have, which might prevent you from knowing your limitations. So you have to take care of that. This know-it-all attitude is definitely, as I said, when a person has all the nine numeric values present in the name, even then the person gets this know-it-all attitude, and it prevents a person from knowing their own limitations. So the same happens when you have the numeric value 8 missing. As a matter of fact, I had this numeric value 8 missing, and I used to be a very generous person, and also had problems with the authority figures, and always I landed up in troubles. So for that reason, later on I compensated by adding the letter H in my name, so that I get the qualities of the eight, and I become a little better in dealing with money and become a little less generous. So the missing number eight usually makes you a bit uh, too generous with money. You don't understand how exactly to deal with money. Either you are a complete spendthrift, which I used to spend till the last penny I used to have in my pocket. So I presently I'm controlling that, and so it makes you unable to uh, completely gauge the meaning of money. Money is a medium. So either you become too miserly sometimes, or you end up spending all that you have. So to compensate for the missing number 8, the color that you have to wear, you can wear this color because it's the color gold. So you can wear a gold accessory, and that's definitely going to compensate for the missing number 8. So finally, here I come to the missing number 9. If you have the number 9 missing, in that case, you find it difficult to deal with people from all walks of life. You probably are not that broad minded, and probably do not know how to mix with everybody. And you have to basically broaden your perspectives. You have to broaden your mind a little more. You have to show more acceptance towards people who have belief systems that are different from yours. So you have to also work upon making yourself more aware. You have to stay updated with the latest news. You have to learn about what's happening around in the world. So you have to grow yourself in awareness, and grow yourself in compassion and understanding of people from different walks of life. And the color for you is going to be white is the mix of all colors. So basically 9 2 is a mix of all numbers, and white is the number that is going to compensate for the missing number 8. And if you dislike white, you can definitely go for some pastel shades also, like very light pink or very light blue, something like that. So now let me get back to the comments, chat box once again and see what's there. Mm, you talked about 4 years. Thank you. Uh, okay. I'm missing out on what was there. I'm just looking for where I was last. Okay. Your driver number is 8. Your conductor number is 3. My corrected name is only Anand. Are they compatible? 8 and 3, as per Pythagorean numerology, are not the very compatible numbers. The natural match category for 3 is 3, 6, and 9. There are three categories. We have the category of 157. 157 are the mind numbers. 248. 248 is the second practicality category. We call it the business numbers because 248 are always very practically oriented numbers. And 369 are the creativity driven numbers. So these are the three categories, and 8 exactly is not compatible. But we cannot comment on this without looking into the complete blueprint. Buttercup, thank you. Sharna, oh, thank you so much. I think I'm average, not very beautiful. Um, if I have a life path, number 7, but I feel I'm sacrificing a lot, how can I change it? Okay, you should not feel that there's a lot of sacrifice you're doing. That's not a good feeling. um Life path 7, I don't think is a number that is related to sacrifice. Basically, life path 7 would be a very spiritually driven number. It is the number who would like some occasional times of solitude, and sacrificing element would be there in the numbers 6 to 9. These are the numbers which show more sacrifice. And if you are sacrificing a lot, you have to become a bit selfish. The numbers that promote selfishness are 1 and 8, to some extent also 4. So if you want to cultivate selfishness now, you can go for that. A friend speculated that whether the birth time added could correspond whether the birth time added could correspond to some other of our numbers, that is name number or reduced birth date. Belinda, I'm not getting this. Could correspond to some. Uh, if it's best if you rephrase this question and post in the comment box again. I'm going to read it again, and every okay, it is true. Thank you. Belinda, means to an end, fun to make. If you haven't already, please give her a thumbs up for sharing this knowledge. Oh, thank you so much, Buttercup. Thank you. So, if you don't have any more questions, let us call it a day. And I hope this log was useful for you. Okay. So, and definitely the information that I've talked about today is a very valuable information in numerology. Through this, you can balance out the missing elements in your name, and in case you are coming up with more questions later after I have ended this live, you can definitely keep on commenting below, and I will get back to all of you, to all of your comments. And in case you all are new to numerology and are feeling a bit more interested in learning about it, and you don't know where to begin from, I have also written a book for all of you, which is called All is One, and it is available in Amazon. And it's a perfect beginner's guide. Remember, it's the beginner's guide. So if you already know about numerology, don't go for All is One. If you already know the basics, the numerology basics, you can go for the cycle of nine, because the cycle of nine is the level two that I have written recently. And I guess the paperback is also available right now. Paperback and Kindle versions, all of it is available. So once you have completed reading all those two books, you can feel more enriched about your knowledge of numerology, and you can use numerology in your day-to-day life to correct your personal timing, to correct your I will be writing a book specifically directed towards name correction also. I'm planning on that too. So also remember to check the numerology forecast for March 2021 by clicking on the I button. And after some time, I'm going to provide you all the leads in the description box as well as in the I button. And last but not least, remember, if you have found this whole log to be helpful and enriching, if I could help you increase your knowledge even a bit, remember to hit the like button before you go. And if you have not yet subscribed to me, remember to subscribe and also hit the bell icon so that you receive all the updates. So I would again be looking at the chat box before I leave if I have missed out on anything. As my collective number was 9 and corresponds to birth date, reduce. Wait, which was your previous question? Uh, I'm missing out on the previous question. So, what you do, Belinda, can you do me a favor by posting this question once again in the comment section? Because right now I'm planning to end the session. And once I've ended, I'm going to answer your questions, surely, the ones which I could not answer right now. So, if I have missed out on any of the questions, you can definitely post it on the comment box again. I will definitely get back to you. I have the number. Oh, hi, Gober Ninja. How are you? I have the number 16 7 as my maturity number. Do you have any advice? Okay, so 16 7 can make you more of a loner as you mature. Uh, yes, one advice I have that is, you might hold on your feelings to yourself. You might keep your ideas and internal feelings to yourself, and uh, in close relationships it might create a bit of a distance. So remember to communicate more freely, at least with your close ones. You don't have to be very close to everybody, but in close relationships, keep the communication on. Remember to do that. So valuable, Belinda. Thank you so much, Belinda. Any more questions, keep on posting on the comment section. I'll definitely answer your question. JB Stalin, thank you so much for your assistance. Thank you, JB. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you as always. Be blessed by the divine always. Rishma readings. Hi, Rishma. Thank you so much, Rishma. I think you have a new some YouTube channel. People, please visit her channel and support her. Thank you, Marie. Thank you. So thank you all of you. Is there a numerical correction between the birth time added and some other part that will have? Wait. that will have added to the same number? Is there a numerical correlation between the birth time added? See, the birth time is definitely important, right? The birth time is going to mark the onset of each and every cyclic number that will be starting in your life. Okay, the personal year, personal month, personal day, everything is based on your birth time only. Every cycle is starting from your birth time. So, birth time is definitely very important. And some other part that will have added to the same number. Hope um, I'm trying to understand. um, you can we can have a chat session, right? So you can like my FB page and follow me on FB and message me there. I'm getting back to you, Belinda. And thank you, Gobernija. Thank you for being here today, all of you. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for supporting me so much, being here with me and watching my log. Thank you for your time. Thank you so much. I'm going to end this log. Thank you, thank you, thank you.